Eastern North Carolina is a great place to live and work. It's a very diverse community.
We have an extraordinarily friendly community when it comes to reaching out to businesses that want to be here.
We specifically moved to this new location in 2004, and we principally did so for several reasons. Proximity to many of our customers, proximity to other West pharmaceutical plants. We're centrally located, and we have a great workforce here who's been with us since 1975.
We looked at factors such as workforce development. We looked at proximity to multimodal transportation. We looked at the general economic development climate in each region.
When we want to bring people in, it's an area that people like to come to. Within a very short time, you can either be surf fishing or you can be skiing.
Of the hundreds of sites we looked at, North Carolina and the Global Trans Park popped out as one of the very, very top ones.
There's a lot of other reasons that also feed into it, not the least of which is the excellent rapport that we have with the county government, with the local community college.
I mean, when you add it all up, North Carolina is a really good place to locate your business.
The cost of doing business in Eastern North Carolina is very, very employer friendly.
The counties in the states were very, very good and very positive in assisting us with the land and the cost for that.
You know, taxes here are 25% of what we left. Electric costs are less, insurance is less.
If I measured Eastern North Carolina versus other large cities in eastern part of the country, the Midwest, I think you would find that the cost of doing business here is very, very favorable.
It's certainly favorable because of the close proximity to our other facilities. The raw materials are here handy.
And we have a very talented and very cost-effective workforce in this area.
If I were trying to convince a company to come to Eastern North Carolina, I would say that they could expect a high quality of people in the workforce who have a desire to work and do well.
You have a group of individuals who are used to hard work. That was the way that they grew up. That was the way that it's normal for them.
We still have many employees that have celebrated 30-year anniversaries. Very dedicated workforce.
Our turnover is very minimal. People tend to like to work here. We've got a good close-knit team.
We promote collaboration and high-performance work teams, and the area has excellent training resources in the local community colleges, a liberal arts college, and access to the universities of the Triangle area.
It's made us competitive with other plants within MSA as well as other competitors outside of our own family.
Being located in the South in general is a good thing. With our fabrication business being a global business, it puts us in a very strategic location because the cost of labor is very competitive in this part of the country. We're able to attract and maintain a very skilled workforce.
And we use the community college system through the Career Readiness Certificate for most all of our hourly opportunities. And we also then recruit through East Carolina universities and some of the other universities in North Carolina.
The community college offers training with CNC machines. In fact, I had delayed purchasing CNC operated machines until I discovered that the community college actually had a training class, and that if we needed to hire people or if we needed support, it was 4 miles down the road or a phone call away.
The local community colleges have been great and great resource for us. We've donated materials and equipment, and they've met with us. They've come to our site and really looked into what we needed and what our needs were in a trained employee, and they've tried to align their programs so that once those employees go through the training, they're ready to come to work here.
This is very key in our industry because if you have someone that comes in that has the basic knowledge and the ability to do the job, then we can train them. And then from then on, you use our specific training together with the college or some specific applied training by the suppliers of the equipment, and then you have the qualified people you need.
People are going to take the time that really want to work. They're going out and gaining these certifications. So then they're showing up at our door ready to go.
When they come on board and they become part of your family, then they are here to stay.
From a logistics standpoint, what you find here is you have ready access to the ports, you have ready access to international airports, and you have a highway system that is expanding and improving as we speak.
First of all, we have 2 deep water ports that are within about 60 miles of where we're located, and that's very useful if you're in the business, if you're an international business.
We're close to major thoroughfares, so when we want to either bring product in or we ship product, we're very close to that I-40, I-95 corridor.
As a just-in-time, make-to-order manufacturer, that's extremely critical because I'll order the raw materials, I'll have them delivered the very next day, and within a week and a half, I've got finished product going out the back door. I would not be able to do that if it weren't for the transportation infrastructure and the proximity that I have to some of these major manufacturers of the raw materials that we use.
As far as airline service, New Bern, Greenville, Raleigh, it's all very close.
So we have a great location to accommodate the exchange of products. And of course, just recently, in the last couple of years, we've had the addition of the new Interstate 795 that ends right here in Goldsboro. We are loading out 350, 360 tractor-trailer loads of product per week out of the bakery, and about 60% of that fleet enjoys 795 headed to their different destinations, particularly north and west.
In this particular location, we have rail, we have trucks, and of course, we're the closeness to ports. We're close to 3 ports: the one in Norfolk, one in Wilmington, and one in Morehead City. And the access to the Global Transpark, which is only a few miles away, if we had to ship something out in an air freight kind of situation.
Connection to any place in the world through roadway systems, through the ports.
From this hub here, you can get your goods any place that you need them to be in a relatively short period of time.
So it's kind of an ideal situation. It's remote enough to give families the feeling of recreation and access to places that perhaps in a big city you might not be able to get, or a heavily industrialized area you may not be able to get, but yet it's still accessible enough that it is not in any way a detriment to doing business. In fact, very conducive to getting parts in and out that we've needed, as well as getting access to clients, customers all over the world.
You don't have to apologize for asking somebody to move to North Carolina, because of access to so many of the things that people enjoy.
Eastern North Carolina is a gem. It is, if you like hunting, fishing, boating, swimming, hiking, mountains, we have it all. And in about a 5-hour radius, you can get from the ocean to the mountains. Not very few places can tout that.
The cost of living is great. You can live in a really nice house and own a lot of land for a reasonable amount of money. We also have a lot of access to the beach, and what some people would consider, vacation areas. It's like 40 minutes from where we work and live.
Here you've got, within a short distance, you can go to a place where you can put a boat in and spend the day on a boat if you want to, or go down and get a place at the beach and enjoy the beach life.
It's just a great base to grow from, because there are a lot of great business partners here that they grew through the years with, that help support their growth and just help them grow. And then just the people, there's really the people.
The difference down here is the people, when they talk to you, they really care. When they ask you how you're doing, they mean, how are you doing?
Taking a young guy from Scotland and putting him in eastern North Carolina in this wonderful weather really made me think, because my original plan was to come here for 3 months and assist the plant and get going, and then I never went home.
It's a very great place to be from a family standpoint, from a business standpoint. And I would say that for any business, put Eastern North Carolina right at the top of the list. I think there's a lot of potential for success.
I have never looked back or regretted making the move. It was probably one of the better decisions of my life, was to move to Eastern North Carolina.
There's a great workforce. You have some of the best universities in the country located in North Carolina. The workforce and the culture, the people and the work ethic and the skill sets, I mean, it's one of the best places to be.
We have no regrets in bringing our workforce here, bringing our plant here, and we found great collaboration and a lot of success.
And there's a very involved community out there that are working to deliver the important aspects of the cost equation to have successful businesses throughout this area.